Alright, hello YouTube. In this video we are going to implement a function that will be able to read text files. So to do this, of course, have a Java project set up. I already set up the project. I'm just going to add a class to the source. So we'll go to source, new class, and we're going to call this FileInputOutput. So now we've got it. I wasn't expecting this to happen, but I got a package for my project called javaio, which is the same as my project. Did not expect that to happen, but it will work just fine. So let's work on making this class. So of course, public static void name. And of course, this is where we will call our methods that will do our bidding in regards to input and output. I figure we should probably end up having... this video is going to go over both reading and writing. So let's create a write method. So let's just write file. And then we'll have a string. And then we'll create a read. readData. Oh, this is not C#, so we don't want to capitalize our method names. Let's do it like that. Alright, so we're almost finished with this. Well, with the main method. We want to, of course, define what the info that's being written to the method is. So, string of info is equal to hello world, today's date is 4 April 2018. Alright, now we have to create these methods. Create method. Create method. Alright, within the reading, we're going to, of course, want to have a scanner object so that we can read the text file. So we'll call scanner. We'll call it. And we'll create a file object before then. So we'll call file object equals new file. We'll have fileName as an argument. Then down here we can do fileObj. Now it's giving us red underlines because we haven't added these things in. So we want to import file from java.io and scanner from java.util. And we'll need to surround it with a try catch. Actually, no. Better yet, we'll make this a throws declaration. And down here, we'll try catch. There we go. I'm pressing Control-Shift-F to reformat the content of this. Let me define string result up here, and then just have it so that result, not originally, oh well, let's give it a value too, an empty value, but nonetheless a value. Now it's not complaining, it's working out pretty well. Alright, let's create one, back to the readData method. We want to create one more variable to represent the result. And of course, because this is a different context than that of the main method, we don't have to worry about result being the same as this result. So while scanner dot has next line we can say result plus equals scanner next line. And of course change the return to actually return result so we don't have any problems. One thing we have to deal with, if you hover over where it says scanner, it points out that there's a resource leak because scanners never close. So to deal with this, we can say scanner.close. That's a very, very clean method. Let's work on the next method, which is the writing of text files. So to do this, we're going to need what is called a PrintWriter object. But before we can do that, we're going to need a file object here as well. So file object equals new file. So there's our file object. Then PrintWriter. Usually people just abbreviate it as PW. And we're going to need a file. So we'll take file object as an argument. Oh wait, hold on. Oh right, so we'll need to add throws declaration so that this too can be handled. Alright, now we're going to need something of a for loop. So int I equals 0, I is less than C. String of info dot length. This is of course a method, so remember not to neglect the parentheses. And then for every iteration of the loop, PrintWriter dot writeLine. Alternatively, print line, and we'll give it the argument of string of info. Actually, I dare say we don't even need this. We can just say and that should be enough. So let's test out our program. First to see if it correctly generated what we were looking for. So this, of course, is the text that it's supposed to write to the file. So let's run the program. And immediately it terminates. Why is this? Note it actually puts a bunch of blank spaces here. let's also refresh the side panel here. So we have textinfo.txt. It is an empty file, which means that our writeFile did not work correctly. It works the second time, which is peculiar. I'm not certain if closing the PrintWriter had an effect on that. But what I do know is that going into this file, we can see that the data has in fact been written, which leads me to think that something didn't go quite right. I don't know. It was very interesting. But now we have in fact a writeFile method, and we have a readData method. readData method returns a string. writeFile just returns void. We can make another readData method that returns a string array instead of a string, but we'll do that in a different video. This program has been provided courtesy of Splosion. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope everyone who is watching this found it to be immensely helpful. Please feel free to leave a comment down below and to ask questions. I'm not opposed to questions. That is all. Goodbye.